All right, everybody. Hello and welcome. So glad to have so many of you here with us live on Zoom. And to everybody watching the replay, we love you just the same. I am Danny Flynn, and I'm going to pin myself and pin my friend. I got a co-host today, and she is Candace Fox.
Hey, y'all.
For Candace Fox. Candace is joining us from, where are you coming from?
We're from Rancho Cucamonga, California.
Rancho Cucamonga.
Yes.
Did you ever see the movie Bring It On?
Yes.
Is that where they were from?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I don't think anyone's from here.
Okay. So today we are talking all about essential oils and natural solutions for mothers, for kids, for babies, all throughout the life of a mother, from pregnancy to the teenage years. How can we use doTERRA products and other natural solutions to help support our kids and to support you as mothers? So I know it's a topic that people want to know about, and I can't really talk about it because I ain't got no babies. Biologically, I have lots of ones that I love, but I haven't given birth to any babies. So I called one of my favorite oily mamas, Candace Fox, and asked her to co-host this with me, because not only does she have two kids. How old are your two kids?
My kiddos are 9 and 5.
Okay, two kids and one on the way. Yay! So your daughter is the oldest?
Yes. So my daughter Finn, she's 9, and then my son Max is 5.
Okay, awesome. And do we know what's coming?
Not yet, but I am going to find out in a few weeks. So
okay.
We'll see. Stay
tuned. How far along are you?
16 weeks.
Okay. So you've had oils in your life for how long?
Yes. So I've been using oils. I just started dabbling when when Max was born, when he was 5, is kind of right before then is when I started my doTERRA business. Mm-hmm. And I started using oils around the same time. Like my business and oils were the same. So about 6 years solid, really using them. I dabbled before, but really got serious about 6 years.
Okay, 6 years. So we are not, just disclaimer, we are not medical professionals here. We're just two oily women who have seen how these products work so well for us. And Candace has the added benefit of being a mom and seeing how they worked for her children and now in her pregnancy. So that's what we want to give you today, are some tips and some tricks, some products that you might already have in your homes, and maybe some new ideas to think about. So again, we've got our chat open. So if you're joining us live, just drop any comments or questions in the chat and we'll address them as we go. So I think one of the first questions that that moms have, or that I would have as a mom, is would be, are essential oils safe for pregnancy, for throughout the life of a mother? Was that a question that you asked off the gate?
It was. It was. Initially, I was using all the things, right? Target, anything. I wasn't really questioning a lot of ingredients. But then when I started to question a lot of things, like, is this safe? Even before oils. So when oils came on the map, I was like, is this safe? And I will be, I was a researcher. So I was researching, Googling, talking to people. And what made me pull the trigger with doTERRA was the fact that there was so much study, so much information, that we were really the most researched, the most tested, the safest on the market, even to the point where some medical facilities were using our oils because they were so safe. And it really made me feel comfortable to see that I could go look at these studies. And then when I was going to convention, hearing the doctors and presenting that our lavender, I think that was the first, I don't remember what year that was, but I was like, whoa. They showed our lavender and how it's the same over and over and over again. And I really felt like, okay, this is the brand that I would trust putting on my babies. So
yeah, the consistency, because I know a lot of other companies make the claim of having pure oils, and maybe some of their batches are, but the consistency that doTERRA brings to the table, it blows everybody else out of the water, but also it's tested. So for those of you that might be new, for every bottle of single oil that you have, you can flip it over. Let's see if you can see that. And there's a batch number on the bottom of the bottle. And you can take that batch number and you can put it into a website called source2u.com. And that will give you the chemical breakdown, the chemical composition of that oil. Now, you need to be a little bit familiar with what's in the oil, right? What you should be looking for, which we can help you with that. But it'll show you the percentage of each chemical in there to let you know how safe that is. But it just is so clear and so transparent that doTERRA really changed the game. So I just like to start off by letting, if you're new here, if you're watching the replay, not all essential oils are created equal, right? doTERRA is definitely the gold standard when it comes to them. And so, you know, I think it behooves you to really look at not just your oils, but everything that's in your home as it relates to the safety of you as the pregnant mother, and of your kids, newborn up to teenage years, right? Like, what are we putting in our bathroom? What are we cleaning with, right? What's in the air? What are we sending our air with? All of that stuff is going to have an impact. So, but I won't go down that path because clearly I won't go down that path. But I won't today. So, as a pregnant mom, you've done your research. You know that it's safe. doTERRA oils you can use in 3 different ways. You can use them aromatically, topically, and some oils you can also use internally. So, why don't we start with pregnancy? What are your favorite oils to use, and how do you use them now that you got a baby inside of you?
Yes, let's jump in. First, can we start like foundational health a little bit with the pregnancy? Okay, perfect. Because, and I'm just going to be real, I don't know how to be any other way than just real honest with y'all. So I'm going to just share some of the pregnancy woes that we go through. And if y'all have ever been pregnant, you're like, yes, that is a problem. I'm going to start with vitamins, because there is a lot of information out there on supplements and what to do and what not to do. And a Google search is just like hurts my brain sometimes, because there's so many different things you can and can't do. And just like oils, there's different degrees of vitamins with different ingredients that maybe you're not wanting. And then to do all that research, I remember being a first-time mom and I was like, I mean, you know, Target has a multivitamin, Trader Joe's has a multivitamin, Whole Food, like there's tiers, right? But then someone introduced me to the Lifelong Vitality Pack, and it's a 3-part system. And I remember the first time taking this was the first time I took a supplement or vitamin that I actually felt a difference. That I was like, is this real? And actually, because I was a skeptic, I stopped taking it, because I was like, it's got to be maybe something else. Maybe the pregnancy is making me feel better. That's not true. So I stopped and I was like, let me see. And I was like, I want to take a nap. I'm so tired. And then I was like, I think they work. So never have I ever gone again a month without the LLV. Me and my husband take it. This is a great, great foundational supplement. And like Danny said, we're not doctors. So I have had moms take this whole pack, ingredients and everything, to their doctor, to their midwife, and say, hey, is this good? And they've either said, yes, is amazing. I would add in a little bit more of this or a little bit more of that, but this is a great, great system. It is a 3-parter. And I just want to read off the list. If you're like, well, what does it cover? General wellness and vitality, antioxidant and DNA protection, energy and metabolism, hello, bone health, immune function, cardiovascular health, skin, hair, nails, eye, brain, nervous system, digestive, respiratory, gentle on stomach, and the ingredients are phenomenal. So if you're like, what supplement? This is such a good start to your foundational health. Yeah. Yes. So I said LLV is great. I used it as my prenatal supplement for the last 2 pregnancies. Amen. It is so, so good. So, and even
if you're not pregnant, I've used them every month for the past 5 years, except for the month where I did the same thing. And I was like, I think I'm good now. I think I'm good. I don't need to spend the money on vitamins. And about 2 weeks later, I was like, yeah, okay, we're back.
Yes. If you're like, where do I start? There's some oils I would recommend, but I would definitely start with this foundation. Cause if you're like, I want to feel better, that's a great start, pregnancy or not. Okay, next, a giant issue when you're pregnant is your digestive system. It gets all backed up, it gets all squished, and nothing is more uncomfortable than having a baby growing and then not being able to poop. It is the worst. Like I walk around and I'm like, I feel like I'm 30 weeks pregnant, but I'm like, I just need to go to the bathroom.
Drop some kids off.
Yes. So I'm telling you guys. And oils, yes, there's a couple I'm going to share with you, but I'm going to share two heavy hitters. And this too, pregnant or not, our gut health is super important to all of our other health, our immune system, our mental health, our clarity, our everything. Everything is starting in our gut. So we really want to take care of our gut, especially when we're pregnant. It's going to help us absorb more nutrients, which we're trying to get all the nutrients for us and our baby and growing all the body parts and everything like that. So Terrazyme. This is a digestive enzyme complex. And I don't know if anyone has ever put you on to a digestive enzyme, but it helps break down your food. Like if you have a big meal and you're full and pregnant, it's the worst. Right now, I told Danny, I hope I don't have to stand up on this class because I'm wearing little shorts because nothing fit me. I'm like, I feel so stuffed. If I eat a big meal or just regular dinner, I take a few of these with my meal and it helps break it down and helps get things going so it doesn't get stuck and really helps me the next morning to have a full bowel movement. So if digestive enzymes are not in your wheelhouse, pregnant or not, I highly recommend adding this in. This is a really good one. Do you take these?
Every day? Every day. And I got to tell you, I ran out and I was trying to wait for October to place a big order. And the other day I was like, I need Terrazyme. I need Terrazyme. And I was kind of like, flinching. And I remembered that my husband had some. And I was like, please, can I have some Terrazyme? He's like, you're acting like a drug fiend. I'm like, I feel like it. It works so well, especially if you have any sort of digestive issues,
Yes.
which I do. And I was off of the PB Restore, which we're going to next for a couple weeks. I need a lot of support for my tummy. So yeah, those are foundational.
Yes. So LLV, a digestive enzyme, and then more gut love. Yeah, Bridget said that year when Terrazyme wasn't available was torture. I take one every meal. So this is just to show you guys, if you haven't put this into your regimen, I would start. I'm going to actually mention this, but Danny has a little bit more experience than all of us because she got a little sneak peek of this. This is our new PB Restore. It's a probiome complex, and it is to keep your gut happy and healthy, which is going to be, again, foundational for our health and pregnancy. But Danny, tell us the goods on the PB Restore because you've been taking this.
Yes. So I've been on it for this. I'm going into my 3rd month.
Okay.
So I got an opportunity to be part of the focus group. And the first week that I took it, and I think you should know this, the first week that I took it, I had some stomach upset. My tummy I was kind of like, I was a little bit constipated, a little bit gassy, a lot of bit gassy. Like I could feel it. So I, wrote into the people that were running the study group and I'm like, yo, like it's having the opposite effect. And they were like, no, that's your body telling you that something is working. It's something is changing. So like ride it out. So I used my Digestim, which is probably coming. I used lemon water, and it lasted about a week. And then everything started to settle down. And I'm typically pretty gassy. Like let's just call it what it is.
Okay.
Just everything started to settle. Nice, peaceful tummy environment. But then there were so many like other benefits. So when I started the focus group, they didn't tell us what to look for. They just said, do you see any changes? Every week we had the report. And so I started to notice that my skin broke out the first week and I don't have breakouts. So I was like, what is this? And then by the 3rd week, my skin was just like, it was clearing up. It was glowing. I had a skin rash. I can say rash here on my arms from my wrist to my shoulder for months. It wasn't, you couldn't see it, but you could feel it. Like the skin was just kind of like uplifted. And so I thought, well, maybe it's just because I'm getting older, you know, like maybe that's what it is. I don't know. It didn't itch or anything. Started to go away. And it's almost, now that I'm back on it, it's like I'm gonna go ahead and call it that it's completely gone now. Both arms just cleared right on up. And also my hormones balanced out. I was just very, very, very calm, because if so much of your nervous system lies in your gut, right? So does your immune system. So by taking a good, it's got to be a really high quality probiotic. And honestly, we really haven't had a really great one in many years, right? So this is cutting edge. It releases on Sunday. You can get it on Sunday. And you're going to see, not only will your digestive system balance itself out, but you're going to start to see other really awesome benefits. I love it. Couldn't wait to get it back. And I'll tell you, I was without it for 2 weeks. And when I got back on it, my tummy did the same thing. Like it just kind of, upset, and then it balanced out. But I felt the difference in those 2 weeks. And I spoke to the scientist that created it. And I was like, I can feel that I'm missing it. And he's like, yeah, because the bacteria in your gut is so transient, really replacing that every day is so necessary. Sunday. Okay. Yes, that's right. That's right. You can get it Sunday only in the convention kit. I'm glad that you qualified that, whoever said that. So yeah.
Okay, that's good to know. I haven't started the new one yet because I was a little nervous to get through, because I'm already not feeling great. So do I add this in yet?
But yeah, not everybody had that experience. Not everybody had that experience, but my stomach has always been an issue. Yeah. So for me, it was. And I will say, for those of you who are doTERRA customers or are looking to be a doTERRA customer, when you combine the Lifelong Vitality, the Terrazyme, and now the PB Restore in your LRP, you're going to get a discount, because doTERRA recognizes that those are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 foundational supplements to really to health and wellness, right? So you get a discount when you get it all together.
Yes, that's super, super sweet.
Yes, love it.
There are oils. I'm gonna talk about the oils though when we get into the kids' digestive stuff too. Yeah. Because there's one more, not to overwhelm you, but there's one more supplement that I can't not mention, and that's our MetaPower Collagen. I could do a whole hour. Yes, the hearts are popping up because this has been a lifesaver for so many. We've had this past convention, this past September was our year kind of anniversary on MetaPower. And it's hard because I'd say if you're going to start here, but if you're going to start here, because you guys, I could talk for an hour just on this, and we could probably all share our testimonies. If you guys have loving this, you can put it in the chat. But this collagen plus NMN has been phenomenal for anti-aging, longevity, hair, skin, nails, joints, energy, all the things listed. Like my skin, I'm excited because I'm like, this collagen got my skin looking right. I'm like, okay, let's add in this and let's just see how much younger we can keep looking here, because this has been so good.
You had a lot of hair growth too from that, right?
I was going to post the other day. I think I've created an issue now. I have too much hair. Like this is why it's in a bun, because yes, so my friend Jenna said this is the best pregnancy out of 3 with the collagen. And that's not the first time I've heard that. My other friend, true confession, I got pregnant again because I saw all my doTERRA friends having babies. I was done. I was so done. And I'm 35. I'm going to be 36 in a couple weeks. And I was like, never again, never again. And then my friend Melody was having a baby. Jenna was having a baby. Aaron having a baby. And I was like, I can do this. I'm going to do it one more time. And I did. And they were all like, do the collagen. Do not skip it. It has been the best pregnancy before and after. So if I had stronger hair and nails using MetaPower with my little one, Yes, this, I'm telling you, if you guys are, you know how a lot of people are like, oh, the glow, you get the hair and everything with the prenatal. It's got nothing on this collagen. I have
Mhm.
so much hair. Like when I went and got a cut, she was like, what? Why do you have? And I was like, because I have two lengths. It's like here from all the new growth and then here. And
Right.
she's like, what's going on? I was like, it's my MetaPower hair. It's my real hair. Pretty soon it's going to be evened out, but it is a lot of hair.
Yeah.
Whitney said, I'm about to have a baby because of you. You're the cutest. Whitley,
Oh my gosh.
we're going to have babies. All the doTERRA babies.
There's a
All,
lot of doTERRA babies coming.
they're all coming and we're all going to be on the MetaPower and living our best life. So,
I love it. Bridget
don't-
says that the Advantage helps her with focus. She can feel it when she doesn't take it. Me too. It really like clears out the brain fog.
it really does. I remember the first week I took it. Like I don't know what I've never got diagnosed, but I have a real problem paying attention to stuff. That's why I can't use scripts or anything when I'm talking to people because I'm like, I can't do both. But I remember the first time I took the Advantage, I was like, putting in stuff and I was texting. I was like, you guys, I'm like paying attention. I can focus. So I cannot sing the praises of this enough. I take one a day. And actually it's been helping with sleep. So I've been taking it at night.
Okay.
With the pregnancy, because I don't know about y'all, but when I'm pregnant, I have crazy dreams. My mind's like wired differently, and this is really good. So I take it in the evening. I always used to take it in the morning, but now I'm liking it in the evening. Oh, perfect. Thanks for answering that. Okay, so I wanted to just mention real quick. We're gonna fly over this just because I want to share with you guys. This is not doTERRA. This is not doTERRA. But this is something that I added in this third pregnancy that I've never before. And you guys might have heard a little buzz about the beef liver supplement and organ meat being really, really good for you. Some of you guys are saying yes. I have added this in to my prenatals and it has been so good. It has helped with the nausea. It has helped with the fatigue. So yes, so some of you guys are like, yes, the beef liver. I don't know if you guys have seen online, people are posting their babies with all the hair and they're calling it the beef liver wig. I don't know if that's happening, but we'll see with this baby because my babies are bald. So if it comes out with hair, I'm gonna let you guys know. But beef liver, look it up, find a good one, add that in. That's just a little nugget there for you guys. Okay.
So when you say your prenatals,
yes,
that's everything you just went over there. Is there anything else that you take?
I added in a couple other ones. My iron is always low. So, but those are just specific to like me and like my blood work. So if you go in and your provider's like, you know what, your iron is low, or you need a little bit more of this or that, or magnesium because you're really nauseous, or be sick. There's different things that you may need specifically, but I would highly recommend bringing these in and then saying, okay, based on my blood work, or whoever you're going to, do I need anything else? Because, or I'm throwing up every morning. What else? So I did add in, like when I'm nauseous, I add in a little bit more magnesium, things like that. But this is the foundation.
Okay. Got it. Love it.
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything that you should avoid in pregnancy?
Okay. That's a great question. There are a few things. There are a few oils at the end of pregnancy that you may want to start using, like Clary Calm and Jasmine. Those are ones, and we can talk about that a little bit with labor. I'm not a doula, so we're not going to get fully into that. But I would avoid though, specifically Clary Sage, Clary Calm. I would not use that during your pregnancy, or Jasmine, because that's later when the baby's like, I'm ready. Those are going to help get the party started. So we just want to avoid. Now, do I think you would have to like really lather it on to see any kind of negative effect? Yes. I've never seen anything where someone's like, I actually spilt my bottle of Jasmine on the table the other day and I had to clean it up and it's very sad. Was I like scared? No. But
I'm out.
I know.
The roller?
Okay, so no, I spilt the roller. The roller.
Still, my heart breaks, but
I popped the top. I was making a perfume for my friend. I popped the top off to put some in, and my kid came by and there it went. And I was like, ugh. So, but it was fine. Claricom is safe per the essential midwife because it's not full straight. Yeah, okay, exactly. Like, so some people are gonna say like, well, it's not fully straight, it's diluted. In the essential midwife, so if you guys have questions, the essential midwife, I would note that down. I would find her. She's fantastic.
Yeah, because we are not, we are not that.
Yeah. So I mean, there, if you look like, oh, list of essential oils that are not safe during pregnancy, it's ones that you guys have probably never heard of. They're not in your closet. And like Jenna said, it's a caution, but I think you'd probably have to drink it or something to,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. And I just say because we're not medical professionals, when I have pregnant mamas, I tell them to avoid it because I don't want to be, you know, I don't want.
I err on the bit of caution, even with the babies.
Yeah.
I err on the side of a little bit more cautious than some blogs you might find. You know, at the end of the day, you're gonna read and then trust your mama gut, and you're gonna go with that and someone that you trust. I err on when I give advice, I err on the side of real cautious, even if I do something differently, because you know, these are babies and moms and we don't want anything. So yeah, the list is small, but everything that we're showing you today is safe and considered safe for pregnant mommies.
Yep. Now, also, some other moms have encouraged taking a couple of drops of Copaiba towards the end of your pregnancy under your tummy. You might want to take it throughout pregnancy, but to help boost your milk supply. Have you heard that?
Yes, I have heard Copaiba and fennel to increase your milk supply. There was one other one.
Basil?
Basil and fennel. Yes. So you can give yourself a massage, like a breast massage. You can put a couple drops on your hand, dilute it with coconut oil, and give a little massage each way. You can avoid the nipple because basil and fennel it's not going to taste good. And then you're going to do it after baby nurses. So baby nurses, you're done. You can give yourself a little massage. I don't know why I'm sorry.
The visual.
Giving you guys a little visual. You can give yourself a breast massage, Copaiba under the tongue, to help boost your milk supply. And then peppermint has the adverse. So peppermint can decrease your milk supply. For some, it has no. For some nursing moms, they're like, no, I never realized anything. And then for some nursing moms, like, I can't even, take a peppermint candy or gum. They notice. So when you're nursing, you want to avoid the peppermint, and then you can increase the Copaiba, the basil, and the fennel. And you can make yourself a little, if you want to, if it's easier for you, just do a basil and fennel roll it on. So you're not having to do that every time. That's what I would do. Give yourself a little massage, and then you're good to go. So yeah, that's a good little milk boost tip.
Yeah, love it. Okay, so the baby is here. I was hoping Mapuana would join. Mapuana is a doula and an oily girl. If she hops on, we'll ask her about oils to use during labor and delivery. We know there are lots. Do you have a plan to use any during labor and delivery?
Yes. So I have a couple. My plan will be to use. I'm bringing the Deep Blue Stick, contractions, uterine discomfort, back labor, all the cramping. This will be by my side. I'll have this be rubbed on my back, through my legs. The cramping can happen, the tightening can happen, the pain can happen. This is gonna be all over the place.
Right.
And then the Claricom and the Jasmine, if that is gonna help get the party started, if baby's ready. I'll be bringing that to put on my pulse points, my ankles, and then I will probably also bring my balance, because this is my favorite grounding, calming blend. So I will bring that for my mood. I'll bring the others to help in the actual delivery, and then I'll bring my Deep Blue for pain management.
Awesome.
Yes. Okay. So Bridget said we use black pepper for her daughter in back labor. So that's a good one to add for pain too. Maybe some Copaiba. This has it, but maybe this with the black pepper. Someone diffuse lavender in the delivery room.
Yeah. So can they let you diffuse oils in the hospital?
Yeah. So you can really like it. Well, every birthing center, every hospital or home birth, home birth, you can do anything you want to. Right. I've delivered, I have very, very difficult births. But I have found a way to be in the hospital and then have them respect everything. But yeah, you can I'll bring probably either the like a little guy, like the pilot that you can have. So some lavender, something calming, maybe if we like, serenity, something like that, or wild orange, and then I'll be applying balance.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so you said you diffuse balance and citrus bliss. That sounds amazing.
That sounds so good. I love it.
Lovely.
Okay, so we've got a baby. The baby has popped out.
And now the fun begins.
Now the party really starts.
Now the party really starts.
So, go ahead.
No, go ahead. What are you gonna ask?
I was going to say postpartum, infancy. What are your oils of choice?
Okay, so I have three oils that I'm like, this is really all for infants. They're so tiny, right? They don't need a lot of messing with. But at first, I have lavender, Roman chamomile, and copaiba. They're very, very gentle. They're very, very versatile, and they do a lot. So at first, when your baby comes out, some people like put a drop of frankincense on the baby's head. I've heard of that. I don't do anything to the baby. I just skin to skin. Baby comes out. Maybe there's a diffuser going or something like that. But lavender, Roman chamomile, copaiba. Those three are my heavy hitters really for anything. Baby's a little fussy. Okay, a little lavender. We can't sleep. A little lavender and Roman chamomile. We're having some kind of discomfort. Who knows where it's coming from, right? They can't tell us anything. All three of those are comforting, calming, anti-anxiety, relaxing. Copaiba is great for any kind of pain and discomfort, and it's super gentle. Frankincense is another one we can add to this combo because when in doubt, put frankincense on it.
Frank out. Yeah.
You pull the frank out. Yeah. So Jenna just said frank on the head and myrrh on the belly button. Those are kind of sacred oils too. So some people put that on their baby. And then myrrh is really good, like for the belly button healing and things like that. I would avoid anything like Correctex or Neosporin or anything on the belly button or anything like that. Just let it do its thing. But if someone's like, what are the oils for my newborn, like out of the womb, I would say lavender, copaiba, Roman chamomile, and frankincense. Those four are really going to help any issue your infant's having without the worry of like, is this too strong? I don't want to overwhelm. Tamer on the feet with every diaper change with digestive discomfort. Okay, yes, we're going to get into digestive health because that's a huge and growing issue with babies. Should we switch over to that?
Let's do it. Yeah.
Okay. This is actually what made me a believer in essential oils. This is actually, so I said I dabbled before Max with Finn. So my daughter actually had extreme, not your normal constipation, like where they were giving her, they were doing x-rays and trying to see why this wasn't coming out. And they thought maybe she had a blockage and they thought maybe she was going to need a bag. And it was really severe. She would go 5-6 days without a movement. She would vomit. She would get fevers. And this went on for like a year. We just could not figure it out. And someone, and I think it was Melody, she was like, just try. We have Digestin. I kind of rolled my eyes. I was like, girl, we tried everything. And I mean everything to get this baby to poop. So I was like, I really highly doubt your oil is going to do anything, but we'll just give it a go. So we did. We gave her a tummy massage with the Digestin, and automatically she had so much gas. And I was like, okay. And she, with some assistance, she was able to have a bowel movement. And we were like, okay, that's interesting. And again, I was like, maybe it was a fluke. And then we kept doing it. And we couldn't just use oils because she was severely backed up. She had like stretched out her intestines and colon by this time. But I will say, with things that weren't working before, like a normal suppository and things like that, the Digestin was helping every single time. Every single time. I think your doula friend just popped on. But Digestin was the first oil that I was like, this is making a difference and I can tell. And it's helping her. When they released the kids line Tamer, I almost cried at convention because I was like, oh my gosh, it's for her. So Digest Zen is doTERRA's essential oil blend for digestive discomfort, formulated more for adults. I used it on the kids because I was like, my kids are been used to oils now. But if your kiddo is struggling with digestive discomfort, they came out a few years back with an entire kids line. So these are formulated for your kids and toddlers and littles. I used them on the babies, and this is called Tamer. It has all the oils in here for digestive discomfort, but they're more gentle and it's higher diluted. So someone said they were putting this on the baby's feet. I would definitely feel comfortable doing that as well. I would be putting this on my little one's feet, rubbing the tummy, because I don't know if it's in the air, in the water, or in our food, but baby and toddler constipation is on the rise. I don't know if you guys have seen the shelves at Target, or if you've never had a kid with these issues, you probably wouldn't notice. But year one, when I was looking for something to help, there was like 2 things on there, like suppositories. Now at Target, the section is like it's like a whole thing just for childhood constipation. So something's going on, and our babies are struggling. I would highly, highly recommend you grab the Tamer from the kids section. And we were talking about the adult probiotic for helping us go and our gut being healthy. They gave us a new PB Assist. This is for the kids. This is the kids probiotic. You can also get this in the convention kit October 1st. This is the new one, and it's little sticks, which is hello amazing, because half the battle is getting our kids to take what we know is going to help them. This tastes, I'm actually taking these right now because I haven't started the pills. So I've just been having these every day, and I'm like, it's a little treat. It tastes like a pixie stick, really does. And it has all the active strains and things like that. Danny, did you have any experience with these?
Yeah, so it's formulated actually for the whole family is how they're marketing it.
Yes.
So I took the PB Restore for a week, and then I added the PB Assist Junior in and took the whole thing. So I take the full line.
Okay, you take them both.
And yeah, and I still do. And one fun fact, if you oily people here have your PB Assist still in stock, the Pixie Stick or the PB Assist is all of the strands in our old PB Assist and combined the PB Assist Junior. I didn't hear them say that at convention. I don't know if I missed it, but that came out of the focus group. So if you're trying to recreate it for yourself, you can combine those two. But yeah, so it's yeah, it's great. And what age do you give the PB Assist? What age do you start with that? Geneva asked.
So what age did we start this?
Yes.
So when they were infants, when they were really tiny, they have a refrigerated infant. I think it's probably I might be pronouncing this wrong, Jenna. You may know this. It's called Prodophilus, I believe it is, for infants. This one an infant couldn't take because it's like a pouch. Like they would have to. Yes. Okay. Perfect. So when mine were babies, we did the refrigerated one from Whole Foods. It's called Prodophilus, and it's in a liquid form, so an infant can take it. This one, I mean, when they're able to take food, I would say when they're able to take food, so like 7, 8 months, I would feel comfortable giving them. Do any moms on here have babies that they've started this with? I'd love your input too, but I would feel comfortable giving this to my 6, 7-month-old, no problem, because that's when they're starting to have anything other than milk. So I would start adding, and you can sprinkle this on there. Oh yeah. So about you can start with half a packet. So if they're little and you're like, oh, let's see, you can start with half a packet. You can mash this into a banana. You could put this into their baby food. You could put it into a pouch. You could mix this in so they don't just have to chug it back. So a lot of kiddos, and you're seeing now all these studies come out with the red dye and, behavioral issues and attention issues and brain fog and fatigue and things like that. And they're finding the problem is in these kids' guts. And if you look at our American diet for our kids and what they're marketing to our kids, it's pretty gnarly out there. Like it's pretty crazy the amount of sugar and dyes and artificial fragrances. I mean, everything is marketed a lot to our kids.
Mhm.
And so we're really wanting to protect their gut and their health. And you'll see a lot of those other problems like my kid won't poop, my kid won't pay attention, my kid's having outbursts.
Mhm.
Yes, all the parenting, yes, all the things, but the gut. If we can get them pooping and get their little microbiome in their gut happy, you're gonna see a difference in your kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's the
So
root cause of all the things.
yeah, it is. So let's in the interest of time, I want to talk a little bit about an issue that we have with kids that maybe are in daycare or in school throughout, really for all of us, but it's really how do we support their immune systems? So what are some of the things that you do for your babies?
Yeah, so perfect segue because hello, the gut. So first, the gut, right? We want to, their immune system is there. So all those things, sleep, we want to make sure our kids are sleeping because that is a huge, if they're not sleeping, they're tired, their immune system is going to go down. And when they're at daycare or school, I mean, I homeschool my kids, but I still have them in co-ops, they're in church, they're around all the kids and the boogers are running and their hands are sticky and you're like, huh. So what do we do? I know we're talking about a lot of things that come out October 1st. And I'm just telling y'all, this is just a plug. I'm just gonna tell you a lot of these things come out October 1st if you get it in the convention kit. So October 1st, you do have that opportunity. I'm just throwing that out there, but I'm going to share things that are not in that kit too. This is the new sleep stick for kids 1 or over. And Danny, I saw your post the other day because you were like, Vetiver is no joke. But same. When we have classes and they open that, I'm like, don't put that near me because I will just be tired. So you want to help your kids sleep. So we'll hit 2 for 1. We'll do sleep and immune. Again, we have a kids roller for that. So if you're like me, I don't DIY. I'm not over here mix matching. I don't like doing that. I don't have time for that. Kids are running around spilling my stuff. If I don't have to mix match it, I don't want to. This is the kids roller. So before bed, like Danny said previously, you can take oils internally, topically on your skin, and aromatically. So these are really good. This one's called Calmer. This is a blend of all the good stuff. If you don't have this in your arsenal yet, you can do lavender. Lavender also comes in the touch roller. Like I said, Roman chamomile is a really good sleep one. Serenity, there's a lot of ones, but if you want to keep it real simple, start with lavender. Put this in your diffuser. Put it on your kids' feet. A little hack I loved, and my kids loved it when they were little, is doTERRA has an unscented, non-toxic lotion. So what you can do, and this is a lovely hack, is you just put a little bit of the unscented lotion in your hand and then put a little bit of lavender in the lotion. Give your kids a little foot rub. My kids are so spoiled now. They're like, rub my, I'm like, you're 9. You got to go. Give a little rub on their feet, and not only will a massage calm them, but that lavender is getting in their feet, getting in their whole body. They will be asleep. Put the oils in their diffuser. You can do lavender, Roman chamomile. You can do Serenity if they're a little bit older. That's a strong one. You can do vetiver. If you're tired of those kids, give them a little vetiver.
That big toe.
They'll be out. They'll be done. And then our new sleep stick that comes out, it's our good and trusty Serenity blend plus valerian. So this is a heavy hitter too. And look how cute. My kids have already, they rub this on their feet. They're asleep quicker. It is amazing. So those are all things. Get your kids to sleep, get them to bed on time, get them in the sunshine, take care of their gut. And then when we're doing all those things, can you use Calmer on a 3-month-old? I would definitely be putting it on their feet. When you have littles, feet is safe because you can put them in their jammies. They're not going to be rubbing it and eating it. So if Calmer, because Calmer is for littles, it has all the safe and gentle oils. I would feel comfortable putting it on my 3-month-old. If you want something gentler, you could do lavender and Roman chamomile. Those ones, absolutely, I would. But I would use both when this baby comes out. Yeah, when he's 3 months old, or she's getting the Calmer on the feet. So sleep, yes, I know we love Calmer. And then once we've done all those things, and we could have a whole class on just their immune system and other ways other than oils to support it, we're going to go to the oils. We're going to talk On Guard. 2 versions. Well, kind of. On Guard is our OG essential oil blend with all the good oils to help boost your immune system, fight the sickness. This is for the whole family, but it does have a little bit stronger oils like clove and cinnamon in there, which might be a little strong for real littles. So they came out and gave us Stronger. This is kind of like the kids version. And Stronger is phenomenal because it has rose essential oil, which I haven't talked about it. I haven't even talked about it. It's over here. If you guys can splurge on this and grab this, I highly, highly recommend you have this in your arsenal. Yes. Rose, people just think like, oh, it smells so good and it's for, you know, lovey-dovey time at night with my husband. No. I mean, yes, it's amazing. But it has a chemical makeup that is really great for treating and helping boost your immune system. Any kind of heavy hitting thing going on in my family, I pull out rose and oregano. Those bad boys are going on. So if there's something funky going on around, like hand, foot, and mouth, or something real bad we don't want to get, that's what's going on, everybody. Rose and oregano. Those two, if it's too late and we miss the preventative phase, we go there. But rose, they put it in the Stronger roller for you. So if you're like, okay, tell me one for my kids, grab this one because it's all blended in for you. It's budget friendly and it is so good. So if you're like, how do I use it? Before the kids go to bed, you can just put it right on their spine, and then on the bottoms of their feet, put their jammies on, and that's really it. It's going to get into their body and work. If your kids are a little older, you can use this as well. It just got a little bit stronger oils in it, and it's not as diluted as this guy. So those are the two that I like to roll on.
And like, so for adults, Candace, like for me, I'm using those oils. I have something with On Guard in it. I don't understand, my phone is going crazy. Something with On Guard in it in my daily regimen, but especially, right, because it's to me, it's about preventative, right, preventing it. But especially when I know I'm going to be around people. So if I'm at convention last couple weeks ago, or I'm traveling, I'm on a plane, you know, I am supporting my immune system a little more than I would normally do. So would it be the same for, let's say we've got kids going back to school or newly in school? It's a daily thing you would recommend?
Yes. If my kids are going to be around other kids, I would daily make this a part of their routine, the Stronger especially. And then I send my kids backpacks with the On Guard hand sanitizer. So they know, they recently asked me, so I've got to get something cute for this. Cause like all the kids have a cute little keychain with the unicorn. I was like, well, we don't do Bath and Body Works. So this is your cute little thing. So they all have this in their backpack. They use that because, I mean, hands are the carriers, right? Like they're touching everything. But if we're in school season, especially newly back, I use this every day. I don't usually put this on them unless I'm like, okay, you guys are around someone sick or someone's getting sick. Then I kind of switch over, and then I'll add in even maybe a little rose or oregano, depending on what's going on. I do dilute it. I'm just going to say I said oregano out loud. So dilute. It is a spicy, hot oil. Never ever put that on your kids undiluted heavily.
Yourself.
Or yourself. I know. I have, and it is spicy. Yeah, someone said you put Stronger on whenever we have to take her out, like church. Yeah. So if you just feel like, you know, again, trust your gut, like, oh, we're gonna be around a lot of people, holidays, things like that. Those would be my go to. And then for adults, like Danny was saying, I take these because no one wants to be pregnant and sick, right? Like we have enough happening. We don't need that. So this is the On Guard Plus, and it's plus because it's not just On Guard. It has oils like Melissa in it that are going to give you a heavy thing. indoTerra, like, right, if we were like, go buy all this, you're like, girl, I would love to, but we don't have $800 right now. So what I like to do is like, okay, then what's my best bang for my buck? That's why I'm like, okay, if you can't do Rose, get this, it has it in it. If you're not buying Melissa, get this, it has it in it. So kind of stack and see and get the best bang for your buck and get the heavy hitters where you can, because they put Melissa in this for us. So for all the adults, pregnant or not, that's going to help prevent. And then a little hack, little tip, On Guard makes these teeny tiny little beadlets. It's 1/4 of a drop. and it's this big.
Mhm.
It's tiny. But I know if I just pop this in my kid's mouth and he bites it, he'll never trust me ever again because it's a little spicy, right? But what we like to do is, the applesauce packs or the pouches, we just put this on top and then they and swallow it and they don't even know. So for my 9 and 5-year-old, I do that too. When I know someone's been sick, or I'm like, you guys are getting a stuffy nose, I can hear it. My daughter now is like, just put it on the applesauce pouch, mom, and I won't even try it. I won't even taste it. So that's one of my favorite little mom hacks. Put this on the pouch. Some people say to put it on the top of a straw, but then I'm like, but then it goes all the way down and then they can detect it. They know, they're like super spies. So the applesauce like disguises it. Yeah, you're welcome. Let me know if you try it because that's a good one. So yeah, that's kind of my top don't get sick hacks.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. And the last thing that I want to talk about, because I feel like I have so many parents asking me about this and it makes me so sad. But there's a lot of kids going back to school or already this, maybe they deal with this all the time, but it's anxiety. Like it's anxious feelings is on the rise.
On the rise.
Our little people. And at a young age, they're dealing with heavy emotions and sadness, and they're just super worried all the time. And I think it's a reflection of the world that we live in. But we have some beautiful tools. They've helped many of us. That's probably why a lot of us are here today. But what have you seen to be helpful for? Because your daughter, right? I think you said that your daughter had dealt with some of that. How did you help?
Yes. And it is like the saddest thing. And I do think it's a reflection of everything we have going on and our kids are paying the price. But the first oil that made me a believer in mood anywhere, because I thought that was kind of foo-foo a little bit. I was like, how can this like uplift my like feelings? I get how it could like help with sickness, but I was like, but balance is our grounding blend. And if your kids are a little bit older because they're going to school, they're feeling anxious, I cannot recommend this blend enough for them. What I did for my daughter is, I want to see if I have one in here. I made her this cute, I don't have one in here, but I made her this cute little pink roller and I put balance and wild orange in the roller. Wild orange and any citrus is uplifting, it's happy. And balance is grounding and like telling your body like it's okay, we're good. So you can get a little roller. There's cute ones online. You can make it fun for them. I was also sharing with Danny on Amazon. There's little things called personal inhalers. And they're just little metal containers with maybe some like sea salt in it. And you drop your oils in and then your little one can pull it out and just smell it in. Because some teachers don't want anyone using oils in class. I've realized they don't want them spraying or rolling because then it gets on the other kids or anything like that. So a smell option is really, really good. But balance, wild orange, or any citrus. So it's fun if your kid is struggling and they're like, I feel sad, I'm nervous all the time. Have them smell different oils. So bring out some citrus like clementine, wild orange, lemon, green mandarin. I feel like it's the most underrated citrus oil there is. It's my favorite. And it's not photosensitive. So bonus points. Bring out some citrus, bring out some grounding oils and have them smell. I feel like sometimes having control of something helps them like, oh, this is my thing I made. Have them put it in the roller. Okay, this is yours. If you're feeling anxious or you're feeling nervous, put it in your palms, take a deep breath in. And again, I'm going to say, Rose, if a little rub over the heart before they go to school with a little talk from you, a little prayer, whatever you guys do, I really feel like those oils and a little bit of control and feeling like they have a tool. Because I feel like some kids feel like they don't you're anxious and you're nervous and there's nothing to reach for because mom's not there, dad's not there, whoever's not there. But could they reach for a roller? Could they reach for their inhaler and know that that's a supportive tool? I think it's helpful psychologically. And then the oils for their mood. So balance, wild orange, and then adaptive. So this was just created recently for us they call it our calming blend, but really mental wellness, anxious feelings, things like that. And they could take it just like this. If I had a kiddo, I might open it in half, put it, and then add some citrus oils to this because it's just fun. But this alone is blended. It has citrus oils in there to help their mental health. So you could just make it easy on yourself and send them with the adaptive roller too.
And let me one last question from me, and then we'll and actually, if Mapuana is available, I'd love for her to talk a little bit about labor and delivery. But the adaptive capsules. Does
Yes.
anybody know the best? If you need to put your kid on that, maybe it's more severe. What's the age? Do you know when they can swallow pills?
When they can swallow pills. I that's my husband's go-to is the capsules. He takes them, and the first time when we came back from convention, he was like, "Oh my gosh, I feel like something in my brain shift." And I was like, "Okay, this is amazing." So he takes those with him. But most kids aren't swallowing pills. I would say probably to like 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would
No,
say
yeah, it's just been so game changing for me. I take them every single day, and I will, and as long as I'm living in this world, I will be taking them. So I'm just thinking for the kids that maybe they need a little bit more support. I do the supplements and the oils, but for those that need a little bit more support, then that might be the next level up if needed.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah. So thank you so much. This was awesome. I want to just invite Mapu, because we're at the hour mark, but I want to just, if you guys can hang in there for a little bit, I want to just invite Mapuana to the stage, and she's a doula, also a oily lady. How long have you been with doTERRA doing messing around with oils, slanging oils?
You're
Mapuana?
so cute. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, thanks. I'm in my office in between massage clients. I've been with doTERRA for 9 years. I've been using doTERRA for 9 years, but I've also been in the labor doula industry for 15 years. And I can tell you that these oils and supplements and products have changed me as far as a labor doula is concerned. It's given me a lot more confidence when I'm dealing with my clients, when I'm teaching them, when I'm helping them through comfort measures, different positions, mental strength, right? Because a lot of times labor and delivery is mind over matter. It's got to happen. So let's figure out what are the stuck points, what oils are going to help you. And so we use all of the oils in labor and delivery. And I am not afraid to mix them and spread them around to everybody in the room. If I'm at a hospital birth, it always happens when the nurses come in and they're like, "Oh my God, it smells so good in here. What are you guys doing?" And everybody wants oils. And so I'm always ready with oils in my pockets to help people deal with stress, manage pain, and a whole bunch of other things. So yeah, if you're pregnant, got to have essential oils with you to help you. They make a difference.
What would be your top 5 recommendations for oils during labor and delivery?
So balance on the feet all the time, adaptive for stress and mental strength, black pepper for your back, which is a common issue, back labor, right? Lavender for all things sleep and issues. And believe it or not, peppermint for oxygenation, because the breath goes right out the window when you're experiencing pain or you're facing fear. You don't breathe from your lungs. And so peppermint helps oxygenate the brain. And so those are my top 5 that I usually always have.
Awesome. I love it. Yay, this was awesome. So we would just want to open it up for anybody that's out there that wants to drop. I know I've been seeing questions come in, but if there are any questions that anybody would like to ask, go ahead and drop them. And I know Mapu has in between clients, so if you need to drop, it's okay. Okay, she's like, bye. Any questions? We'll keep it open for a couple of minutes. Hi, Whitley.
Hey girl.
How's it going?
Question, but I guess I'll just talk.
Yeah.
I'm pregnant, but I have friends that are pregnant. So can you repeat those 5? You said balance, adaptive,
Black pepper
pepper,
and peppermint.
Peppermint.
I'm missing one.
Lavender.
Lavender and balance on her feet.
think
Adaptive.
Balance on the feet, lavender in the diffuser, black pepper on the back, adaptive for stress, peppermint to breathe.
Peppermint.
you.
Which I wanted to ask her. I wonder if she's concerned with the breastfeeding at all in that scenario.
Oh, that would have been it. She's gone. Okay.
She gone.
Yeah, I've asked her a little bit about that before,
Yeah.
and she kind of said what I think it was Jenna was saying, but you don't have to be overly cautious, but
Yeah.
but yeah, some people are more affected more than others, but that's a good question for her. Moneta says suggestions for those who might be experiencing postpartum emotional concerns. You get what I'm referencing without saying it. Yes. So I've always heard frankincense and wild orange together are amazing for the baby blues. Mamas, MetaPower.
I'm telling you, people have shared their postpartum journey with the MetaPower and talking about their emotional experience after being much, much better this time around. And I was like, that makes just so much sense, just because it's so emotionally helpful already in balancing things, that if you're not started on this during, I would definitely start. If you have someone that's like I would send them a week's worth of this and see if it's helpful. Balance all the uplifting, grounding oils and adaptive for sure. Yeah, Jenna said MetaPower and adaptive. Yeah. So Jenna just had a baby. He's the cutest little thing. I say just had a baby because he still feels like it was a few weeks ago, but he's getting big now. But MetaPower and adaptive, I would say that would be a great place to start.
And is it Geneva? She's asking adaptive. How did you say to use that during pregnancy?
Yeah, you would use it just like you would pregnant or not. You would roll it topically. You could take the capsules internally and you can diffuse it in your space. So no difference. You could use it on your body. You can take it and you can diffuse it.
Everybody's different. How everybody chooses to use it is different.
And Jenna took 2 every day. Yeah, Jenna always talks about her adaptive pills in her pregnancy. She's like, my life has changed. I take 2 pills every single day. So, I mean, the consensus seems to be, if you're struggling with mood, if your anxious feelings are there, if your mood is low, adaptive is a must. And then I would add in the advantage, and yeah, balance for me. Yeah, balance for me too. Balance and rose. I swear on all day, every day.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for joining, everybody for watching the replay. We hope this was helpful. We hope you took some nuggets. Thank you to Candace for joining us.
You guys, this is so fun.
All right, guys, have a great rest of the day, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye, y'all.
Okay, bye.